Hey, I'm Jack Carney, co-founder and CTO of Turnkey. In this video, I'm going to show the Turnkey dashboard and some sample things that can be built using Turnkey. Turnkey exclusively uses WebAuthn. There's no passwords of any kind. So to sign in, you just enter your email address and tap an authenticator. In this case, I'm on a Mac, so I'm using the Mac's Touch ID. And you're in. No passwords means no passwords to get lost or stolen. It's a beautiful thing when great UX and great security can be combined into one experience. The Turnkey dashboard offers you an overview of what's happening in your account. Turnkey is an API-first tool, so while you can do most things using this dashboard, the most common way to interact with Turnkey is via our SDKs. You can see the web and API users associated with your account, and you can also assign tags to those users. And then here you can see the private keys associated with your account. And similar to users, you can also assign private key tags to those private keys. And then on this page, you can see all of the activities associated with your account. On the top are the pending activities. So these are things that still require one or more approvals from someone in your Turnkey account. And then on the bottom is the activity history. This is all the activities that have either been successfully completed or rejected. And then the last thing in this dashboard I'll walk you through is the policies page. Here, you can write policies which control the circumstances that a private key can be used to sign something. So as a really simple example, this is a policy to let a user sign a transaction using a specific private key. And this is a custom configuration language we built that allows for quite a lot of flexibility. So you can get really granular with how you use these policies and control things like the specific contract calls that are allowed, and the number of approvals required. If you're curious, there's a lot of other examples in our documentation. Now, I'm going to show off a really basic example of using the Turnkey API. So first, I'm going to sign a basic ETH transaction and broadcast it on the Sepolia testnet. Then, using the root user of this account, so a different user than the one I used to send the transaction with, I'm going to add a policy that blocks the first user from sending a transaction. And then finally, I'm going to show that the original user was in fact blocked from signing a new transaction. So here, we're going to send a transaction. Cool. Okay, so that was broadcast successfully. And then I'm going to run a script that blocks this user. And you can see that this policy basically says, deny any signing request from the demo user for the associated private key that we just sent from. So we want to create this policy. Yep. And then now we're going to try and send from that original account. So basically just run the same script again. And yep, you can see that the request was denied. And so again, this is a super trivial example of how Turnkey can be used. But the idea is that these policies can be customized and specifically crafted for your individual use case. Well, that's it for this demo, but make sure to check out our documentation for more examples on how to use Turnkey.